Still banning the Vi, Zeri, and now we're taking out the Nautilus. So Rel first pick, Volibear, the Volibear Pro. They really just want to threaten the dive and play aggressively early. Worked for them last game. Ashe needs to be banned now. Please just ban the Ashe. Banning Silent. So they see the Jinx Lulu again, and now they're scared of the lane swap one more time. They're banning mid laners, but the Azir is still up, so of course it's going to be taken. And we are going to take Zac. So still a threat of a lane swap here because the Zac is very difficult to dive and can farm under the turret. Aurelion Sol going to be taken once again. And we're going to take Aatrox into the top Zac. Now, Broken Blade has done the top Zac on multiple occasions. Really strong front-to-back team fighting and very strong engage from G2.
He's very happy into those AP matchups, so going back over towards the Aatrox at least gives you some sort of way to play into this composition from G2. But
how often do I sous vide? I don't. Sous vide is very boring for me. I do not think that there is much you can do sous vide that you can't actually just do with regular cooking technique.
It was clean up the mid game in game 2. Sorry, in game 1. So if they can have that coming into game 3, they will be able to find moments to play against this. But
reverse sear greater than sous vide. Amen.
Oh, it was crazy. And I mean, the only difference this time, at least from G2's side, is the fact that there's no Scion.
The god play was when I had my smoker and I could make tri-tip by smoking the tri-tip in red oak and then reverse searing out of the smoker. That was the real play, guys. That was the real play.
He ran it when no one expected. It's his champion that this year so far has been one of the most impressive alongside his Rek'Sai for me. So we'll see how much.
I'll send you guys a picture of that. Hold up. It's traditional California barbecue. I even got the correct pinquito beans for it. So what you do for traditional California barbecue is smoked tri-tip, red oak smoked tri-tip with salad, cilantro salad, or it's like it's a special cilantro salsa with salad and pinquito beans and grilled garlic bread. It is delicious. Here you go. Here's a picture. You can have the picture too, YouTube chat. Sometimes I pay attention to you. All I learned about sous vide in culinary school is that's a fucking waste of time. I've never been interested.
Game 2, they take it away from G2. No comeback whatsoever. And right now, we go into a third game where all for this grand final.
If your kids became professionals in any competitive sport or esports, would be like Capstat? Hell yeah.
They took a chance on ice at the start of this. Good. Next content idea. We get a tri-cast with Capstat. Yes. Maybe we also find, maybe we get Nuke's father as well and get a quad cast going. Let's hold on to that thought. We're coming into game with BDS, bringing all 5 members in to force Yike out. I mean, it is just like game 1 Dagda, except this time.
We get down to Colorado, you should have to come try my dad's barbecue food truck. Hell yeah, what's it called?
The reaction here from G2 to send Hansam.
I will come. I'm going to be in there in May.
Hasn't actually been spotted. And they did, I believe.
How were you so ready to pull up a tweet from a year ago? I Google searched MonteCristo California barbecue.
CBB on this top half of the map, so you can see the
BC's barbecue. Okay, is it in Denver?
I think G2 going to play around this.
All right, so we are lane swapping again this game, guys. We did see this game number 1. There is an invade, but they're not finding actual evidence. Actually, Broken Blade is very clever here. Okay, let's take a look at this.
We also find maybe we get Nuke's father as well and get a quad cast going. Let's hold on to that thought. We're coming into the game with BDS, bringing all 5 members in to force Yike out. I mean,
okay, so Yike is in the top side, showing with Broken Blade. So G2 has adjusted their strategy. So after what we assume must have been scrim leaks in game number 1, Broken Blade is intentionally showing on this side. In game number 1, they started to poke in here and try and go for an invade. They are now literally not showing Jinx. Jinx can make it up here before they could get a ward here in order to see her going up. So Jinx is already in position. Lulu is very not suspiciously, in this brush in bot side jungle. So they're trying to do a better job of disguising the lane swap this time, G2. But they don't necessarily have the same advantage of possibly vertically jungling around it, which is what they were trying to do. They do get the ward in here. This is a typical ward that we used to see a lot with lane swaps back in the day to detect whether they were coming or not. So they should know when Broken Blade doesn't show here that the lane swap is incoming. Oh, he's actually going to do it. They know the ward's there. He's going to walk into lane and TP bot.
And then reset and immediately go boss. So they think BB's on top side.
Good mind game. Very good mind game from G2.
Hang on.
Wait, no, he got spotted again. So they're going to see him walking away. I don't think he managed to skirt it.
Pretending to be in the brush. BDS and invading off this information. Yikes.
They're going to see Lulu.
The mind games are insane. I mean, that's what I loved about game 1.
Oh, they don't see. I don't think they see Lulu. I think it's out of range. This is out of range. They can't see here. I think the range is like this on the ward. So they actually can't see Broken Blade here because Lulu then walks up and she's out of range. Yeah, it's out of range.
Don't think he managed to skirt it.
Pretending to be in the brush. BDS and invading off this information. Yikes sees them.
He's going to start trying to move in behind.
That ward and the deeper ward between tier 2 and Inhib Tower were the classic lane swap wards. Yes. But that ward is not in the right place. The thing is that ward is not in the right place. This is, guys, it's like the coach told them to ward there, but they've never actually warded there because they didn't play in the lane swap era. So they actually cannot see. They cannot see far enough to see this.
But I don't know if it's a 2v1 on top side. Look at where BB is. He's going to start.
So actually, Lulu sneaks in there for free, and they are going to go for an invade. And because it's Zac, they're going to go ahead and take away red buff. This is what they want to do. Remember, guys, in game number 1, how I said that probably the purpose of the invade was for Sion to take their red? That's what they're doing. They're just doing it with the Zac, I think. I think they changed. They audibled this because Adam is right there. I think they changed their plan because Adam was fighting with Lulu. But I think Broken Blade was trying to go in and take red.
They're not letting Adam back either. What a pain this is for the top laner. While the 2v2 of Ice and LeBron need to hurry up and get that shove in ASAP.
Okay, so we are going to be 3-manning on the top side. This is also, potentially classic. Quick pushing. Remember, it's before 5 minutes, so the fortification is still up. They are going to be slower.
Remember, a lot of the changes that we saw was that top tower is going to be a little bit tankier. You're trying to avoid.
It takes 50% less damage pre 5 minutes.
Exactly. So you're still going to have a slower push here for G2 on this top side. As a nuke getting a good amount of damage onto Caps there.
Caps has to be careful. I mean, again, we saw Caps in the earlier Aurelion Soul lane only last week. Try to 1v1 on this champion and get done out, but Broken Blade getting it spotted out. Is it too late? Nuke gets launched back in. Caps sacrificing his own health bar. As you've got the Stealth E in the middle as well. Caps flashes away. Nuke out of mana. Broken Blade has no levels though, so he doesn't have any abilities.
Starting to move.
How do new players know about the fortification bullshit? I mean, nobody lane swaps in solo queue, so nobody needs to know about it, and pro players know about it. I mean, the real question is, why do we have invisible ass mechanics in this game? The fortification was like the most ham-fisted change to get rid of the towers. I mean, they try and go after Nuke here. Nuke slides out. Oh, it's so close to getting that kill, but Broken Blade's only level 1.
Starting to move up towards the mid lane as well to help protect Nuke, but
Nuke doesn't have to use flash.
Already got a chance to farm, and in the grand scheme of things, if you're looking at 2 champions that won't get any of
the Rel does get the opportunity to vertically jungle though, does get the red buff. Oh, he sees it. Nice job by Yike. Yike fakes the Q flash to draw out Nuke's flash. He mind gamed him.
Exactly. Forces the flash from Nuke because you can always Q flash as Yike, so you have to preempt the flash as Nuke or you die.
Is it part of turret's items? It's not part of turret's items. It's an effect on the turret pre 5 minutes.
Starting to get to farm, we'll be able to get some CS, get off of this level 1. But Adam is going to be zoned away. Yike is in this top side. Sheo needs to get up to the top here to help Adam get to the tower.
He's coming quick with flash available. Adam's still level 1, but Shattering Strike, flash down, crash down. Skyfooter not helping out. Adam dead. First blood over.
I don't know what Adam's doing, dude. Adam is fucking trolling.
Adam get to the tower.
He's coming quick with flash available. Adam's still level 1, but Shattering Strike, flash
Adam moves too early, and he doesn't have flash. Sheo needs to be there for this.
Summer Share has to watch. Man, both these top laners just sacking all their CS, but the difference is
Sheo just kinky watching Adam get fucked in front of him.
BDS want this to stop. Skysplitter slows down. Han Summer, Mickey, and Yike all running out, but after the TP, after Nuke walking up, there's nothing that can be done. And Adam once again
He put himself in the cell by trying to fight a Lulu level 1. True. Rebound! Thank you for Twitch Prime sub.
still a dangerous 2v1.
The thing is, BB can't really go aggressive.
Just wondering what is he supposed to do in that situation. He's so much behind, he can't even get to lane anymore. My friends, fandoms have figured out what lane swapping used to be. I'll explain it because I guess people don't remember or weren't watching League in 2015 when this happened all the time. So the main point of lane swapping is, first off, that they want to dodge this incredibly annoying double Hail of Blades lane to help scale with Aurelion Sol and Jinx into the late game. But really what you're trying to do in lane swapping is deny the enemy top laner as much experience as you possibly can. So the question is, what is Adam supposed to do? And here's the answer. Here's the answer. Adam is supposed to get fucked. That's literally the answer. Now, Adam has fucked himself because he was trying to duel the Lulu at level 1 and got pushed off. He could, I think ideally, you try and come down here and provide pressure or proxy farm a little bit. You can go into the enemy jungle and try and jungle a little bit. Maybe you could take a camp or two. But oftentimes the top laner would be joining the duo lane to fast push. Is there anyone in the LEC that left that still played in Season 5? Yeah. I mean, a lot of Hans and Caps were active during the lane swap meta. Han Solo was an amateur player. He played for my team, Renegades, actually. Han Sama played in Season 5. He was just playing on Renegades before his promotion.
Kind of smart from G2, though. Top laners in Game 1 and Game 3. One gets passive health through W.
You could send your support up to help as well. Yes, Dodge fan. You could actually send your support to help your top laner under the tower. Why? Funky Pharaoh. Why doesn't the other team also fuck the other top laner? Yes. Why doesn't the other team simply fuck the other top laner? They do.
In 3, this Zac gets passive health through abilities as well. There is sustain on these top laners. None really yet there for Adam. Just something I want to point out is at least Broken Blade is doing a better job of surviving in that poke damage.
And that's the big thing. The BB is going to be more valuable with less gold than Adam is going to.
So they did get more plates because of the fortification. So G2 has 1 fewer plate than BDS, right? But the thing about it is that Broken Blade is actually up in levels, which is the real thing. Because like the one of the things about lane swaps is when the top laners are getting fucked, oftentimes the mid game fights are determined by which top laner actually just has more experience and more levels. And Adam is now very far behind because Zac is able to push up this entire wave, as we're watching in the bot right corner, and he denies CS. So he's actually 2 levels up right now, even though he's only 5 CS up, because he was actually able to leech experience.
I know we've had a couple of lane swaps like in other regions as well, but few and far between.
The choice of top laners to not get fisted as hard is important for the newbies. Yes, it is hard. That's why the Scion was blinded in game number 1. Is because you want champions that are difficult to dive so that they can safely soak XP under a tower, which Zac, obviously, with his passive, is another champion that's very difficult to dive.
And Mickey are already moving across. Ice and Labrov, after getting grubs, are like, okay, now we got to back as well.
This time around, though, it is actually valuable for BDS in this situation.
Right.
When we think back to game 1, it was,
And you'll notice that G2, they lost the level 1 last time, but now what they're doing is they're continuously playing the tempo game, and they're getting prio, right? They're getting prio every single time. So what we see is the Zac pushes up, right? they push up, reset, swap. And so basically they are always getting more. G2 is always getting more experience because people are getting denied into the tower every single time. And they're going to lose Drake here probably.
They want to try and get that bot lane turret.
They're going to switch again probably here.
Fake the reset here from G2. Play for
Oh, they're just going to fake it. All right.
We want to avoid Jews, but Yike is here now. They know there's no vision.
They faked the reset this time, but this is what they were doing in game 1 and this game so far. So it's understandable that BDS gets mind gamed here. Yeah, they're dead. That's very clever. G2 mind gaming now. So basically this time they didn't get it. And now they're going to get a bunch of plates. They can dive this. Dude, Lulu also has Demolish this game. That's so interesting. So Lulu took Demolish just so that they could have a pressure advantage in the lane swap. That's clever.
It's G2 have Yike consistently with the bot lane. Yike is basically making sure.
Yeah, Varus Ashe is basically donezo now.
He's working with Broken Blade to zone Adam off of these differences.
All right, Adam is caught up in levels. But the thing is that the price, you have to understand the price of Adam catching up in levels, the price of him catching up in levels, because they could have just recalled and then swapped back, right? Is that now Ice and Labrov are dead and you're getting plates on the bot side. So that's the price that they paid for being behind in tempo. NIP versus FPX did it too, yeah. Yes, they did. Is this the first tier 1 lane swap? It was game 4 of NIP FPX did it.
His Gromp, he's not working with Ice on the wave. And this is where you need to shadow them. This is the most dangerous point. And the assumption...
I imagine that's where the inspiration for... But it looked different in NIP versus G2. They did it with Udyr, which was very clever.
We can talk about summoners in a second because so many blown for this trade, if you can even call it that.
But this is what game 1 should have looked like without the scrim leak that clearly happened. Because BDS would never in a bazillion years have been ready for this if there hadn't been a scrim leak. You would never infer from Scion blind pick that there was going to be a fucking lane swap and be ready for the invade. That's ridiculous. So now we see the swap back here. Right, during the replay. So they reset after getting that kill. They don't give a shit about Drake, apparently. They're just going to let Sheo have it. And instead, we're going to just dive the top side. Adam shouldn't have flashed. Hans has 4 kills now. This game is over. And now it's 8 minutes, so they can take plates freely. I don't know if they can actually get this. Okay, they can. They get 1 kill. They're getting a million plates top lane. The wandering death ball that is G2 right now.
And Mickey going to move back up to top side to ensure Hansama can crash the waves. If he wants to, actually just going to go and look for the reset. As you can see, the reset coming through from Ice and Labrov. This has all come down to mind games. G2, level 1, BB faking going top side on the ward, catches BDS off guard. Then the fake on the reset in the bot lane catches BDS off guard. Consistently, G2 are playing off these assumptions from BDS, and BDS have fallen for them every single time. And now 6-1 in kills.
I mean, you know what's tilting about the fortification is that there's no visual indicator in game. Like the towers don't have a shield or anything. It just exists. It's an invisible mechanic. It's really shit. I complained about this when they put it in to the game because I thought it was a garbage way to fix this problem. I love lane swaps because they're actually like fun macro plays, and I'm a macro guy, so this is doing it for me.
As he's been hovering around with a lot of these plays. First Heart Blood is going to go to G2. While
Is this playstyle viable in international play? Yeah, I mean, you can get advantages over people like we're seeing.
Very exciting. You're right. Thank you for the correction. But still, G2 with a 2K gold.
Riot will power nerf this, though, if it keeps happening. They hate this.
I just found a new OP setup here is the G2 getting away
Because it doesn't look anything like solo queue, and Riot cannot abide by professional play looking different than solo queue play. I thought they made top tower tankier because range top, not lane swap. No, it's because of lane swap.
Without actually spotting exactly where G2 are, Shao's starting to move into position now, but I think it's a little bit too late. They're going to rotate Adam back down into this bottom side to catch that big wave, but he's going to end up meeting Hansam and Mickey as BDS look to try and take at least some of the turret plates in this top half of the map. But yeah, they're just, BDS are behind the play consistently, and it's making it really difficult now to match up.
I hope this is situational enough that Riot might let it fly. Well, Medic, you just wait till everybody does it, and it becomes not situational. If it happens in like a third of games, Riot will flip the fuck out and destroy it. Oh, ice. Ice! Baby. Because it's very specifically getting out of the oppression matchup. Yeah, but here's the thing, Medic. We can't nerf Hail of Blades hard enough or remove it from the game to avoid the oppression matchup. So when the pro players come up with an innovative way to avoid the oppression matchup, Riot needs to put them back into the Hail of Blades gulag. Because that's the only answer, is that you must suffer in the bot lane. We can't just fuck Hail of Blades, nerf it into Oblivion, even though it is the abomination rune that nobody should ever have.
They are not taking any prisoners in this game. You know how
Macro Blast? Oh yeah. G2.
doesn't care. I mean, Adam, this game, you said
I can't see us flying when MSI is around the corner. They're not going to nerf it in time for MSI, guys. It's not going to be prevalent enough.
he might be able to, you reckon, solo kill? He's got Let's Bounce again onto Adam. There's the jump. Good damage. Slingshot comes in. The W's as well hurt a lot. I mean, Adam just walks into brush. He's going to teleport out. Broken Blade's like, where are you? Oh,
Adam.
oh my god, he just found a solo kill on ice. One onto Adam, couldn't be far off. Slingshot. An elastic one at that, not going to come through. Adam runs for his life. This Aatrox cannot catch a break. Like you said, a Zac falling behind, who cares? But an Aatrox falling behind, you're really burning in this top side for BDS as they try and get something on the bot in response.
It'll be Dragon that they're trying to set up for, but let's be real. 5 kills onto this Jinx, Static Shiv, and a little bit more completed, plus the Lolesports Scepter for Caps. You're in a pretty good
Adam
spot
makes
here
me
as
sad.
G2 if you want to try and contest, with BB having TP as well to try and come in, whereas Adam hasn't got the reset. He's so far behind.
Yep, we should definitely be trying to take Drakes here. Sahan, thank you for your tier 1 subscription. I deserve that for explaining lane swaps to you nephews that weren't here in the lane swap net meta. Look at the value you get from this stream. Nobody else is talking about this shit. Can you actually FF a game in Pro League? No, they stopped it. You used to be able to. You used to be able to surrender. Dude, I miss lane swap so much too. It's so much fun to watch, actually. I'm loving it.
It'll be Dragon that they're trying to set up for, but that's...
Hey, guys. All right. Third game this series. Game number 3. Will BDS set up a reasonable Drake attempt? Or, guys, will we try and do Drake even though Broken Blade has TP, Adam does not, Adam is 1/3 HP, and we're 4K gold behind 8-1 in kills? What do you think, guys? Resident Sleeper lane swap. Get this pleb out of here. Pleb alert. Pleb detected. This is for only the most erudite League of Legends fans. Unacceptable opinion on this stream. You didn't come here for that.
Let's be real. 5 kills onto this Jinx, Static Shiv, and a little bit more completed, plus the Lolesports Scepter for Caps. you're in a pretty good spot here as G2 if you want to try and contest, with BB having TP as well to try and come in, whereas Adam hasn't got the
Oh, dude, I love the fact that they actually try and do this Drake.
reset. He's so far behind.
Literally TP deficit, fucking Drake troll. Meanwhile, Hansama's there, Giga Fed Jinx just nuking Lebrov. All right, well, it was the desperation. It's game over now. Ross to Boss, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub.
Looks at that final chase, doesn't need it though. G2 pick up the dragon, they pick up more fans in the audience, they pick up a 5k gold lead, and Broken Blade is making fun of Adam this game.
Dude, Adam is so galactically tilted. He is so galactically tilted. You know what this means.
G2 pick up the dragon, they pick up more fans in the audience, they pick up a 5k gold lead, and Broken Blade is making fun of Adam this game. Under turret, who cares? And assist went to Caps thanks to the ulti, but for all intents and purposes, a double solo kill for Broken Blade.
And now more plates to Hansama, more gold to G2, more map control to G2. We said we wanted this to look like game number 1, and G2 ripped up that blueprint. Said, screw any idea you have. You don't know what.
The black and white really makes it, guys.
They must have been talking about BDS being the better team in the series so far, and turn that back around. Let's watch this.
This is, you had the TP from BB at any point in time to come in, but they don't really need it. Sky's Ascend is hit for Cap, so BDS have to run for the hills, but better positioning as well. But Hansam have been able to throw down the chompers to deny BDS access to River.
I always think of the SNL skit. Dude, that SNL skit is one of the greatest SNL skits of all time. There have been a lot of great SNL skits, particularly from the 70s.
Such a tilting early game for this game number 3 when the series felt back in their hands, a fix from game number 1. But G2 have dominated. They've taken all the hope out. And this is all but theirs. It's a 5k gold lead.
Are BDS an easy team to tilt? Well, you be the judge of that. Sure. I don't know if this was easy, but they did tilt. Yeah, I mean, the question is, was this easy? I don't think it was easy. This was a very elaborate plan by G2. Adam wrote in this game to all chat, can we FF? Yeah, I mean, it's probably not good morale for the rest of your team.
I mean, it's 30 kill a minute, man. This has been so well orchestrated by G2. And again, just playing off interrupting the flow of information to BDS. So then the decision making is off. And now BB...
Adam helped G2 execute it. Yeah, but Adam, I mean, this is a good strat against, you know, players that were not around in the lane swap meta. Like, your coach can tell you a bunch of stuff, but realistically, you know, if you haven't played this scenario out before, it's going to be very difficult against a team that's prepared for it. I think that's why NIP did it as well. It's like those FBX guys have never seen this shit. What is going on with Nuke? Nuke is, okay, Nuke is coming around. Nuke is coming around. Broken Blade finds it. But remember, it's a cloud jungle, so he's actually moving very quickly.
Wrong side of the map, my friend. So he's just going to get chased down. As Caps goes to kill Ice.
Dude, I love this. He's actually just like sliding around the jungle right now. Nuke still has ult. Okay, he used ult right there. All right, we got to do it.
What is happening down here? Man, March and Boo just on top of a bird. Does he stand a chance? No! I'm counting that as his 3rd solo kill, bro. Broken Blade is making Stack look like a carry.
Get flubbed nuke.
Oh, yeah.
That is not
You
where
say
you
get
want to
flubbed,
be.
Dagda, you might-
Adam literally just stands there and dies, by the way.
Adam stand-
He literally takes the bounty gold and then just accepts death.
Over it. I don't blame him. Why would you? He's experienced trauma in this game. Is he talking to Swiffer? Adam might try and turn around on Caps. I think find out who Swiffer sees. And after this game, go see them as well. We need counseling.
And it's just heartbreaking for Adam because
Adam straight up inting, yep. It's pretty disappointing. Like, he could have at least wasted their time, right? But instead, he just trolls. It's pretty shit of him, actually.
What do you do? How do you? This game's over. This is
Reset.
exactly. This is a reset the mental. Have a laugh.
What do you want him to do? Run down the lane and waste their time? Cut off the minion wave? Do literally not that?
As BDS, your goal is to slow down G2 and find little micro wins, little things that are going to boost the mental that small bit, and hope for the best. That is probably the biggest Santander gold lead I have seen come up on that side window.
It's insane, isn't it?
It's also just very bad for your team. Like, the series isn't over, guys. Like, this isn't the last game.
Playing League of Legends when
You're tied.
the world, I think
You know,
SKT with Ignar.
you don't know what that's doing mentally to your teammates either, right?
One, you know, the fervor of battle Leona from Ignar. Nice throwback for everyone. Oh no. Yeah. Look at Adam's camera. Stone cold. They almost won, you know, the fervor of battle Leona from Ignar. Nice throwback for everyone. Oh no. Yeah. Look at Adam's camera. Stone cold. Adam is just done. Broken Blade is farming up on Zach. Do you go Dark Seal at this point in the Zach? I don't know, but for an upper bracket final, it's now stopped being funny. What do you ban from G2 tag? What do you how do you stop this early game plan?
This is the game that was made for hilarious soundboards, guys.
Okay, alright. Is there Jinx Lulu a problem, or is it just a problem with the game state? I don't know, because the problem is also top pick influences this too, right?
He's actually just rage splitting now. Yep.
Looking for a pick here, you can see teleport.
He's CBing, guys. Adam's here. Don't worry about it.
But he's level 10. He is level 10. It doesn't matter. Mickey takes all the damage.
Hansama's literally higher level than him. Broken Blade's here. He TP'd in.
Falling Star as Nuke gets a good shuffle, but Hansama getting launched forward doesn't matter. BDS can't get nearby Caps. They
Kids
can't
these
get
days
forward.
ain't never seen a lane swap. They're getting clapped.
Yes, it is over. 18 minutes.
You said NIP versus FPX did the same. Was it this bad? It wasn't this. It was bad. It wasn't this bad.
We're getting there, aren't we?
Stop with the green screen. I'm trying to sleep and I laugh my ass off. Well, at least I can provide entertainment for you.
It's so
The
dominant.
crown knows.
Die here, I think.
You're complaining about me being funny.
Yeah, he's not
I'm so sorry for you.
Stormbringer Hansama still lives. Just playing with them, guys. It's 19 minutes. G2 are moving to match point. They already got MSI. Like, if this team plays like this at MSI, I don't think LEC have anything to fear.
Funky Pharaoh, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub.
Statement piece from G2 after last game where the wheels came off just
Big old macro blast for G2 this game.
everything because it's been so clean. BBTP's in. They set up onto Nuke.
This is a great game. I really enjoyed this one.
But you can see where the rest of BDS
This is my kind of League of
already
Legends.
gone back to base. They've already put on the kettle and they're waiting for the next round to come through.
None of that smooth brain, mechanical, outplaying people League of Legends. It's the wrinkly brain, teamwork, macro blasting League of Legends that God intended us to watch.
This is obviously a drawback considering that G2 have been so dominant. So I think that's also what makes me go, well, you know, it's, again, a really good early start and an adaptation.
But this is why I'd rather see Adam laughing as he dies on the camera than him head in hands and shaking his
G2
head.
played this very well.
Because this is a game that got away from you, but this is not a game that is indicative of what might come through.
Do you think the strat will work on Eastern teams at MSI? I hate to tell you, but China was doing this first recently. NIP did this against FPX before these games happened. So no. And especially because a lot of the Eastern players were professional players during this era.
Those guys
right? You think like you think the shot callers in the East are going to be confused like this? Do you think Faker's going to be confused? No. You think Peanut's going to be confused? No.
Double kill. This Cap's going to get an upgrade to first class. Let's just talk to the stewardess, find out. Double knock up here. Adam still does damage. Broken blade for the first time. The pass is going to be proc. Ice walking into this for the singularity.
This is literally the perfect strat to use against BDS too, because Adam's like sense of macro is completely busted in general. So it's even like double effective. It's like BDS is a Pokemon and they're weak to lane swap types. Loved it. Loved this game. Trophy might be... Guys, the teams are going to be ready for this by the time MSI rolls around. We got a fucking month to get ready for this. They'll be ready.